Hello everyone and welcome to today's, I was going to say pick a card reading, but it is today's reading for the collective, the activation reading for the week ahead. So I was getting a little bit of ahead of myself there. I'm actually seeing Eight of Wands energy. There's some faster moving energy coming in. Yes, seeing lots of fire, lots of spirit here. Okay, let's have a look at, and I've picked out the Lightworkers deck. Now, I'm going to be completely upfront and honest here. I actually did this reading yesterday and I was not in the greatest space, and yet I was like, okay, if I just do this, it's going to help me. And no, I could not avoid what I had to process, what I had to release. And so I just did a ceremony of releasing and a ceremony of calling in the spirit. Now, the reason I'm sharing this is because for some of you, this could be this. You could be experiencing a similar energy. So if that is the case, I would ask you to do a cleansing, do a purification, so that you can bring in more fire energy as well, okay, so that you can connect with your spirit, so you can connect with your inspiration, and so that you can have more clarity this week. All right, so I've got the Lightworker Oracle deck here, which are beautiful cards, and I'm going to pick out which one is the message for the week. And I'm actually being guided right now, Spirit's saying, can you please read from the book today for this card? So we will do that, and then we will look at what is going to support that energy moving forwards. All right, so I will now have to find the card. So I'm just going to pause this. Sorry, not pause, not the card, the book. So I found the book, and this is from the Lightworker Oracle Guidebook. Beautiful. If you resonate with being a light worker, I recommend it. It's a really, really good deck of cards by Alana Fairchild, and it just has some beautiful messages. But yes, let's have a look at what is being activated on in a collective sense this week. So what has popped out here is the third ray of creative energy, and no wonder we had those wands as well. And I want to say, look at this woman here. I'm being pointed out that she looks like she's sort of going through this rebirth of self. It's like she's been downtrodden, she's been through sort of the wars, or she's been through something significant. So perhaps you've experienced this, and look at this, but from this situation, from whatever you're moving through, you are rebirthing into this, the creativity, the potential, the higher version, the higher path. I'm also hearing this could be something that you may have, some door that might have closed for you, or some situation that might have closed for you. It wasn't the higher path, and what's going to happen is this third ray of creative intelligence is going to help you to get to that higher path. That spirit knows a higher path for you. Just have to trust in that. Can you see all the butterflies surrounding this higher path here? And so, you know what, I just have to mention, these butterflies are reminding me of a beautiful tarot reader here on YouTube, and her name is Butterfly Tarot. So have a look at her. She's such a beautiful soul, and she does some beautiful readings. So check her out. Just reminded me with all the butterflies here. But this is all talking about, you know, all the opportunities that are there in the highest path for you. So let's get to reading that. So let's look for the third ray of creative intelligence. Okay, it says the third ray of creative intelligence brings the gift of practical spirituality and develops the talent for grounding inspired creativity into the world. It empowers your manifestation. This ray brings many gifts, including new ideas and the practical support needed to bring them to life. the ability to organize, make connections and networks, and synthesize information from various sources into one coherent whole. Archangel Camille helps you receive this gift from the universe with love and intelligence. And I'm not going to read the entire lot here, but what I am going to, and Archangel Camille is drawing me to this. Archangel Camille brings a gift of reclaiming lost energy, ideas or talents that can help you fulfill your divine potential. This archangel helps you reawaken talents from this or other lifetimes that may have been cast aside. Perhaps your intuitive healing energy was put to one side as you studied or tended to family responsibilities. Perhaps your business sense or your ability to market yourself in a soulful and loving way is yet to be discovered. Maybe an ability to teach or the clear, confident voice of a writer is within you, waiting to be developed. This archangel will help you find and apply with loving confidence whatever talents and abilities are required to turn your aspirations into manifestation. As this ray has a special connection with business, you are asked to remain open to learning and growing through financial success. This ray can help heal the tension that many feel between spirituality and financial abundance. It helps us recognize that the spirit feels joy in successful physical world endeavors, particularly those that serve love. When a situation is a win-win for all involved, there is no reason at all to hold back from material success. It can be celebrated and enjoyed whilst you maintain the true motivation for the work, which is love. And, you know, that's what I was channeling here about. Perhaps there's been a door closed, and perhaps you're going to be revisiting that, or you're going to be doing, there's a new way, there's a new idea, there's a new opportunity here for you that's in like a higher alignment for you in your path. It says, I now accept of my free will the blessing and grace of the third ray of creative intelligence. I thank the universe for all assistance in turning my spiritual aspirations into successful, practical, real-world manifestations of light, grace, love, and empowerment. I gratefully receive the unconditionally loving intervention of Archangel Chamuel to recover and express all talents and abilities meant to help me fulfill my mission. Thank you, universe, for helping me to manifest my divine dreams. I ask that in unconditional love, this ray be made available to all who can benefit from it, according to the divine wisdom, mercy, and compassion for the greatest good, and so be it. So that is that card there. So that is very, very powerful message here. Interesting. I'm being guided to use the Rider-Waite Tarot deck. So I'm going to look at that and see what messages Spirit has for you. We've already got a card coming out here. Yes. And I feel like this is about your manifestations here. And I feel like, you know, perhaps some of the ideas or some of the doors that you were trying to open wasn't becoming available here. And perhaps you've been waiting for that door to open for you, or perhaps you have been focused on something recently, a manifestation, and you're waiting for that to come into fruition here. But I do feel like this is quite positive. And with the 3 as well, there's that third ray as well, that creative energy. We have the Queen of Wands, again, fire aspect. As I said, I could see in my intuitive vision, I could see the 8 of Wands. I could just see wands, lots of fire energy. So really tap into fire energy. And you know what? As I say that, my candles, a couple of my candles have gone out. So I want to say perhaps, you know, your spirit's been a little bit low. So start to light that fire. And a good way of doing that too is being near a fire. You could light a candle and ask the element of fire to help you. You could also burn some, you know, some sage or something and look at the fire. And yeah, that's sort of what I was doing just before. So and Spirit saying, yeah, you could do that. So yeah, maybe if, let's light this fire here. So we're going to light your fires back up. Another way of lighting fire is lighting your fire within is, and it's probably going out as well because of the fan I have in the background, right? But that's okay, because it was a message for you, because I was drawn to that, okay? But another way of lighting that fire within your womb space is going into doing a visualization into your womb and visualizing lighting the fire in your womb, so that you can come into your creative potential here, and so that you can really take control of what it is that you want, right? Take responsibility for your dreams and have the courage to go for them. Look at all this yellow, and I was seeing yellow as I was reading out that card here. I also get the sense here, like waiting for your ship to come in. I want to say it is coming in for you. So keep focused on what it is that, yeah, and there's the Seven of Pentacles, okay? But look at all those pentacles just waiting there to be plucked. So don't give up here. Yeah, there's a new beginning here. There's a new start. So if something didn't work out, there is going to be another gateway opened here. There is going to be another doorway here. So just be patient as this comes in for you. And just while you are waiting, focus on your growth. Focus on positivity. Focus on joy. Focus on love. And, you know, keep yourself grounded as well as you wait. Now, right on the back of the deck here, we do have the Three of Swords. So for some of you, as I said, I'm actually hearing, I was going to say some of you have been through some heartache, but actually I'm hearing there's a purification process going on at the moment for you, especially at the time of this reading. We're sort of moving from one year into a new energy of a new year, and so just wait for the newness to take part. And look at this, there's this beautiful Nine of Pentacles here, independent energy, King of Cups, healing. So that's all coming in for you. So keep focused on what it is that you're dreaming about, what it is that you want to manifest here with all this fire energy, because yes, it may be taking some time. Yes, you may be wondering if this is going to work, but there is an opportunity here. I see, as I said, for any doors that have shut, there is a new one opening very soon. And through this activation of creative intelligence, it is going to open up for you. We're going to look at the abundance cards again. Let's just have a look at, since we're talking about manifestation here. Okay, so you have here conscious consuming. You have the power to heal and help the world with your decision to buy any products and services that are ethical and environmentally friendly. As a conscious consumer, you choose to invest in fair trade and organic goods. You live simply and you purchase only what you need. I feel like this could be, I'm hearing, like I'm seeing that message of only buying what you need. But to me also this card represents only consuming whether this is emotionally, mentally, physically, only consuming what is going to be positive for you, what is going to be elevate you. And even when this comes back to what the card is talking about in the way of products and services, you know, perhaps you'll feel better when you buy in a conscious way as well. But I do feel like this is on a whole talking about you being in that vibration of abundance, and you know, you want to be surrounded with people who uplift you, with environments that uplift, with the energy that uplifts you, keeps you in that higher vibration, right? And it's not that we always look outside of ourselves, but the physical world does have a very big impact on our internal world. So just being conscious of what we're consuming as well, I'm hearing. So what food you're consuming, any energy that you're consuming, what is it that you might be, even thoughts that you might be taking on that's getting in the way of your creative flow. All right. I'm sorry if that was long-winded, but this is how it was. The second card here is let go of guilt. Okay, so as some of you I can't get okay, so because hang on just a moment. Okay, the reason my communication is choppy is because somebody who's watching, or maybe all of you, have been having some communication difficulties. Perhaps this is with others, perhaps this is with yourself, but perhaps maybe you might feel guilty, all right, for something you've said recently, or perhaps you feel guilty for wanting something. Oh, so I'm also hearing that some of you are feeling guilty for wanting abundance. Oh, okay, right. So some of you, you're afraid that if you have abundance that you're going to lose it, or that you might be worried about how you'll be judged, or there's something around the guilt, feeling guilty for wanting to have, this could be luxuries, wanting to have a really nice home, so I would be looking into your changing that within your subconscious. When you allow your light to shine brightly, you inspire others. Forgive yourself for what you think you've done or not done, and trust that God loves you unconditionally for who you are. Learn and grow from your past mistakes instead of berating yourself for them. And I hear here as well that for some of you, you've been really hard on yourself. Perhaps you're like, well, I should be here, I should be doing that at this time. And, perhaps you feeling like a bit of shame here. I don't know. This is, if it does not resonate for you, it's not for you, this message. But I cover whatever I hear from Spirit, I bring out, guys, because, it could be one person watching this. I just want to let you know that. So I only say that because on a very, very occasionally, there'll be someone that says, you're not being general enough, but I'm here as a medium, and my job as a medium is to bring through the messages, okay? So I just had to put that through. I don't normally say that. My God, okay. Perhaps that's part of the message too, is really being upfront with someone, all right? And don't feel guilty about being upfront about what it is that you want, who you want to be, right? Being in your power. All right, so you and that communicating your power, communicating who you are into the world, and not being afraid to put in boundaries as well. All right, and speak your truth. All right, so let's have a look now at some messages from the angels. We'll get the Angels Whispers card, since we've had the angels in this reading today. Archangel Camiel. I don't know if you say Shamiel or Camiel. My apologies for the pronunciations. Oh, look at all those cards. All right. So you have here, don't be afraid to ask for help from your guides. Your guides love to help you. And you know what? Sometimes I forget to ask. And, we think we have to do everything on our own, but we don't really. It's better if we're supported, right? Because we're all one. You are a special person. You do make a difference, okay? So you are making a difference here. Be open to receiving. You do deserve to receive. And don't feel guilty about it, because I just popped it on that card. So that's just showing you there. Stop worrying. Your desires are manifesting. The beauty in nature can be the answer to what you seek. Reconnect today. And you know what? I want to tell you a story before you go. Trust in your intuition more you do have, sorry, trust in your intuition more, you do have inner sight. And again, we're tripping up on intuition here. So trust in your intuition. Now I'm going to tell you a story before you go, because I like to tell my stories. So, you know, I was in that sort of energy of like, you know, feeling stuff, okay? Emotional stuff, deep energy. And I stepped outside because I'm like, you know what? I'm going to make myself a tea and ask for the herbs to help me. And I went out and I went to go to the tap to fill out, it's outside tap, and I went to fill out the kettle from the outside tap, and in came this bird. Now this bird was like, I don't know what type of bird it is. At first I thought it was a crow, but then it has like a white at the end of it. I'm not sure what they're called, but it started talking. I instantly knew that this bird was talking to me. And it was like it was telling me something on a soul level, because as soon as I came in, I started a ceremony, and it was like very, very powerful, and I haven't done it in that way before. So it's amazing what nature can communicate if we listen. And I stood there and I listened to the bird, all right? And I said, yes, I know you have a message for me. I'm listening. So, you know, open yourself to receiving that as well, I want to say. All right, that's enough of the story now. I want to say that I love you all, and thank you very much for your support, and have a beautiful week. Bye for now.